My name is Fabian Westerheide, and I'm the one having sent you plenty of emails in the last year. Yes, I bombarded you for a year, yes, and got over and over more. And I'm your host today, together with my lovely wife. Veronika, just show yourself, please, for a second. Yeah? So it is hard to find the words. It is so beautiful to see all you here. It is really nice. I was asked yesterday how we started. And I started 5 years ago after I had read Ray Kurzweil's The Singularity is Near, and I had so many questions, and I wanted to talk about this. And AI as an overall theme didn't exist five to 6 years ago. It was researchers somewhere in the world spread, and I contacted them over LinkedIn, and I talked to them, and I wanted to have more, and I said, like, I have so many questions. I started a meetup called The Singularity is Near, and we met in C-Base, a hackerspace in Berlin. It was the smell of wheat in the background and loud techno music somewhere there. It's typical Berlin. And we discussed, and it was really weird, cool people. And they asked me, can you do this again, but please with a little stage? I said, like, sure. I made another meetup, and we were 50 people and 200 on the waiting list. I was like, wow, crowded. And we did it again, 170 people, 300 people. Last year we were 600 people, and this year we are 800 people. Every year we are growing, and it means so much, yes, especially if you remember, it's like a child you see to grow up, and it's wonderful to have you all there. So, who is here for the first time? And who has been here before? Good, yeah, because it's wonderful. So, those who have been here before, please be very nice, yes, to all the newcomers. We are very open here. You can have a conversation with everyone, exchange. It's a very, very great variety of people. We have CEOs, we have entrepreneurs, we have students, we have people from 25 nations. We speak here English today, but you can speak Mandarin if you can do German. Everything works here. This is supposed to be a number what AI is contributing to the global GDP somewhere. All the consultants have done these beautiful numbers. What I want to say is this industry will be the biggest change we will see in the next decade. The first industrial revolution replaced the human body with the machines and enhanced us. The second cognitive revolution will help us to replace and enhance our brain. And this is so much more. Because you are here, you're already at the right time, at the right spot. That means you're already interested in this topic. And if you run a company in the AI space, it will be huge. If you survive, as usual with a startup, it will be huge. If you're doing AI in your company, you will be the key man in the next 5 to 10 years. If you want to get into AI, do it. Because there's a huge demand for everything. We don't have enough talents, not enough capital, not enough service provider. This is a huge, huge industry. And this is growing, we see it everywhere, but also means you are already showing the interest for the right industry, for the right mindset. And I thought about what do I want to talk about today? Because I spoke about brain-machine interfaces and swarm intelligence in the years before. And I said, like, let's talk about the state of AI. How do I personally see the state of AI? And just for the technical team upstairs, I don't see my timer. I would like to see my timer so I, at least as a speaker, keep the deadline. So last year with Roland Berger, we made a study analyzing where is AI really going off. And this year I'm working together with Stanford University on called AI Index. And for this I have considered several factors. If you look at AI nations, what is relevant for us? It is politics, it's industry, it's data. We need researchers, we need talents, we need startups, and we need capital. And the market leader clearly is the United States. The United States, they have a lot of the GAFA, they have a lot of existing players, they have a lot of great universities from MIT to Stanford, they have all the startups, they have the capital. The politics isn't the best in the United States currently, and it won't change for a while, but outside of this, it is clearly number one in the world leading in AI. But number two is China. And China is coming with a speed which we will have in our talks after me, speaking about they're doing amazing. Because they have a very focused politics on this. They have a very strong ecosystem. They have abundance of data. They don't have so many researchers. Yes, that's why they like to hire European researchers, because they know they need this. They also have mixed talents. Yes, so for Europeans, great opportunities to work with them. They have significant more startups than we have in Europe, and they have capital. Just as a number, China has already invested and is investing 130 billion US dollars into AI. German government last year, 500,000 euros. That's how we do it. Honestly, we in Europe, we struggle. We don't have a political agenda for this. Yes, every nation has figured out what they want to do, but it's not really there. We don't have a digital industry. It's very weak. Amongst the 50 largest digital companies, there is not a single European. We have a lot of data, but our laws are making it very hard to work with our data. It is really troublesome. We have great researchers. We have the DFKI, we have Fraunhofer, we have Max Planck. We have great researchers here. That's a plus. We have a lot of talents. Talented people, great students, a lot of people out there. We have not enough startups, so please go out there, start more, and we don't have enough capital. So that's why I look at people like Christian, yes, that they are helping us to provide more capital to us. So we in Europe, we are lagging behind. That is the reason why we do, by the way, this conference. Because we want, first, that Europeans are starting to have more AI in this. Yes, we need more. And second is we want to be a bridge here for Asian and American companies to come here, to do business with us, to start businesses here, to use our data in Europe, and to help us to have a stronger ecosystem. What else? Well, AI in the last year became political. I'm doing AI for a while, and I know I talked and no one cared for it. Last year, it became political. Macron announced an AI strategy for Europe. He wanted to do it. Our government here in Germany, they came up with a strategy for artificial intelligence too. It's not really hands-on, it's not really executing. It's more a piece of a paper telling we want to do something, but we don't know what and when. Still, it became political. And the good thing is, when it becomes political, it won't go away, because we know politics needs 5 years to get the hype. So it will be there for another couple of years, because now it is trickling down to all the administrations and the local governments and so forth. I've been to the German Bundestag several times this year. I've been several times to the local one, Berliner Senat, having informal and formal discussions about AI. So they are starting to think, but they need the education. They have no clue. They just need to learn more about this. Well, second, it's becoming big business. I see this with the exhibition. I mean, we're growing so much that we have to expand the exhibition space in last year, because we had to say no to a lot of companies because we didn't have the space anymore. And it's on several levels. On the chip layers, you have companies like NVIDIA producing chips, which you need. You have the platforms, the infrastructures. Then you have all the verticals on top, but it's becoming business. Step by step, we have more. And today you will find on the applied AI stage verticals speaking about this. We have a lot of exhibitions having services in the AI world. And another thing I would like to add is stay calm and digital first. What I mean is AI is not the answer to all your problems. Honestly, most of your time, you haven't digitalized your company yet. You're not storing your data. You haven't started to digitize your processes. You're still doing a lot of manual work. So first you need to figure out yourself what you want to do, having a strategy, and then AI is like on the top. Someone said, if data is the oil, AI is like the petrol or the products, all you have on top of this. It's like in Germany they say Veredelung for this. And what's next? I regularly get asked, deep learning, it's over. What's coming next? And it's true. Deep learning is, it's not over, but we're coming to a point where deep learning is not surprising us anymore. It's very hard to make new surprises with deep learning. A lot of researchers, they came up at the level and say like, okay, we can get another 2 or 3%, but we can't surprise you anymore. And this is true. The truth is, we have so much to do just with deep learning. Another 10 years, you can be busy at your company solving problems just with the existing technologies. Now imagine this is just one core, one way to apply AI at your companies. There are so many more ways to apply and more money surprises. However, we are very open. We have a whole stage for this asking the question, what will come after deep learning? It's called our AI evolution stage. What will be the next algorithm, the next approach, the next platform, how we can make machines smarter. And then there's a new generation of companies. I speak about 21,000 AI companies being started in the last 5 years, 21,000. So if you take out the 60% who's just marketing, you still have almost 10,000 AI companies out there. And I've tried to invite the leading ones of them here. We have Skrill AI, for example, who raised, I think, 130 million as a Chinese AI unicorn. We have companies like StarMind, we have I2X, we have Merantix, and more, all presenting here, either with a booth or at the AI evolution stage. Because they are the next one. You're looking for a job? Speak with them first. You want to buy a company? Look at them. Yes, you want to have a cooperation partner? Why not? Because they are showing us what AI can solve, what is possible, and what is not. And then there's so many questions, and I don't know the answers. And this is why we are here, to discuss this. Please, I mean, you already started with AI topic leaders. I saw this was good discussions. You will have the breaks. There are few breaks, but we try to have some breaks for you today, yes, to re-energize. How can you apply AI? How do I get the talents? How do I train the people? How do I get the data? Where do I invest? Do I do it in-house, or do I buy a company? Should I cooperate with a startup, even they could be dead next year or not? What is with the global competition? Where's Europe standing, and how do we have to handle China, United States, Israel? Do we cooperate with them? Is this a competition or is this a friend? The whole topic of AI ethics. And the moment you work with AI, you're working on machines who are making own decisions. That means we're building biased machines in the good way or in the bad way. If you train your AIs, it means they can make something good on the long term or something bad for you. Plenty of examples how AI can fail, and plenty of examples how AI can be good. Should AI have emotions? A thing my wife and I, we regularly discuss this in the morning. Really, we do. Because she says, no, AI shouldn't have emotions. I say, like, someone will build emotions into AI. Because if AI doesn't feel like you, they won't understand you. And if you want to have AI in healthcare and hospitality and so forth, you want to have an AI which is feeling for you. So it's something to discuss. Also, will we have AGIs? Will we have a strong intelligence? We have talks about this. What happens if we have a strong intelligence? So to give you a little bit of an overview what you should do today. This is the AI future stage, and this is, let's say, the most political one. Until the lunch, this is about international AI. Where's China? Where's Europe? Where are we standing today? Then after the break, we have more the political part. We have members of parliament here, members of the German AI Commission coming, discussing what can Germany do to have more AI here. And then if you make it until the end, because I know you will have system overload at a certain time. If you make it until the end, we have the visionary people. We have the science fiction authors, we have the transhumanists, we have those who have the bold 50, 500 years ideas on what AI can do for society and for us. Then you have the applied AI stage, which is over there. It's a hands-on one. If you want to know how to run, it's about use cases, about verticals, about how you can make AI real at your company. Then upstairs, yes, you take the stairs upstairs, we have the AI evolution stage, which I said it's about research, it's about innovation, it's about what's coming next, it's about the crazy ones, the new approaches. And then we have the AI unicorn stage, which were 2 stages this year, last year they were together. And unicorn stage is all about the young companies growing, becoming unicorns over the next years. You should know them. If you haven't downloaded the app, please do, if you want to. It's wonderful for networking. It's Tinder for business. Really, you can swipe. It's like beautiful, and I don't have to have bad feelings because I'm swiping left and right all the time. Yeah, so you're swiping. If someone else swipes you too, you have a match, and it's a business match. Yeah, so have your 5-minute stand here, and meet new people. Sign up with LinkedIn. Use the password Rise of AI. And we asked our community to give us cool T-shirt slogans. And the winners, they got a free ticket. They are here. And they came up with those, and we let it crowdsource this. And we printed those shirts. And if you're a speaker, you get your free shirt over there at the VIP counter. If not, and you want to have one of them, 20 euros, go there. Please pay in cash. Yes, I know it's a digital conference, but please pay in cash. And we have 100 T-shirts for you if you want to have one. I think they're cool. I haven't decided. By the way, if you can't read the one on the very left from your side, this is an intelligence test. You will see if you succeed or not. And yes, I also can announce we will have the next Rise of AI conference because we already signed the contract. It will be May 13th and 14th, so take out your smartphone, block it in your calendar. No excuses, yes? Block it right off the time. We will have it 2 days, 1 day pure conference, and the other day will be exhibition plus some conference elements because there are so many great speakers and I want more stages. Yeah? My wife kills me for this, but I want more stages because we have so many knowledge to share. And these were my words. This is now my sign to give it over to Daniel. Daniel will be the master of the stage, the moderator. I met him on an AI-related conference. I was a speaker, he was a moderator, and I liked him right away. It connected. He has the right energy, the right mood, the right kind of humor. That's why I think thank you. Welcome, Daniel, on stage, and have a great conference. Yes.
Fabian, thank you. Actually, we met at those guys. It was Microsoft Explained 2 years ago, and I can only return the compliment. I liked you right away, and when Fabian told me that he was running an AI conference I had not heard about, I said, like, how could that be? And he told me the same story he told you, that he's been going from very small to very big, and now we are here together. And I have to tell you, for me, this is AI week. I have spent the last 2 days at a conference hosted by the German Ministry of Business Affairs and Energy. And we have been talking about the state of AI in Germany. And rest assured, they know that the money they put into AI is not enough. But what kind of money would be enough? I think we do not know that yet.
So I have to stop you.
You want to leave me?
No, I will not leave you. Just saying, I rushed. That happens. If I'm nervous, you're on stage. Yes, please excuse me because I had so many people this time. We are very strict with the times this time, so we have breaks. So at 10:30, all other stages will be open, so you have time. You can leave me now, or you can stay for the next talk. But at 10:30, yes, all other stages will open, so we have scheduled 10 minutes between each talk for you to move around, because this was something, I know there's so much content. So now your opportunity to switch, yes, otherwise stay tuned and follow the rest.
Yeah. And we won't look too hard and nasty on anybody who's leaving now.
Yes,
a lot of people
that's
are
totally
staying.
fine. I know there's so many other contents, and it's good to move around. So I just give you the opportunity. No hard feelings.
That's like, Fabian, I brought a number for you.
Okay.
Because I heard a survey. Germans were asked, like, how many of you have any clue about AI? Like, how many do even know what AI is? Mm-hmm. Do you have an idea how many Germans said, yes, I know what AI is?
I would say if you ask them to define AI, 1% knows how to define AI.
Right.
But I would say 80% of people have an idea of AI.
Right. Okay, so 48% of all the Germans asked said that they have no idea about AI at all.
Okay.
And I think this is normally more people tell you that they have an idea, but they don't really have an idea. So I think like it is fair to say that the people that really know their way around AI in Germany, although we have many international guests, are all right here at the conference.
They are here. They're here for years. Yes, we have, for example, Hans in the first row, who has been a speaker 2 years ago. Yes, and came all the way from China. Yes, we have Yasho over here, who's a long-term guest. Yes, and he brought some friends with him too. Here we have the mother of Monoshira in the first row. He's 18 years old, and he brought his mother with him, which I think is really cool. I have my whole family is here. Yes, my mother is here, my sister is here, her boyfriend is here, my father is here. My mother, she doesn't know anything about AI, but she's coming every year because she's so proud to see me. Yes, so say hello to them too if you meet them. We have some people here who are here for 5 years in a row.
And we have 8 more minutes to kick off the first talk on this stage. So I wish you all a wonderful conference, whether I see you here at a future AI stage or on the other great stages. Thank you, Fabian, for inviting me. And I hope I'll see you at AI Future Stage 2 during the day.
I will run around if you want to talk to me. I will be the guy running around all the time here. Yes, just stop me, and I always have 5 minutes for you, or 2.
In 7 minutes, we will announce Jan Chui. So have a great time. See
Wonderful.
you in a couple of minutes. Thank you.